So fashion and textiles. Okay. When you registered to this seminar, I believe that some of you are already very passionate about fashion, and you like to live a lifestyle that we're full of trends and have lots of opportunities to visit fashion show and as a buyer to source products from all over the world. So maybe that's one of the exciting career that you're looking for. So I can guarantee that some of you will definitely reach that goal. And I hope today I can share how our programs can equip you for that. So some of you maybe want to be a fashion designers. Maybe you would like to have your own labels. You want to start your own business, online or offline. Then how our programs, how ITC, how PolyU can help you to achieve that objective. Okay, and if you are not very sure, okay, some of you may be from the science background. You are interested on material science, especially nowadays. The fabrics that we use for masks induce a lot of interest from the public, and it is indeed one of our expertise in the department. Our students can develop innovative textiles and technologies that can benefit the world. So this is a very special program. We have 3 types of subjects that I'm going to introduce. So ITC is the world leading school in design, technology, and global business. This is a very specialized program, so unique that you cannot find in other fashion school. Because most fashion school in the world, they either have design or design plus technology or design plus business, but very few fashion school will have all 3 disciplines at the same time. So that's why it makes our program so unique, not just in Hong Kong, but also in the world. As I mentioned, we have 3 major disciplines. We have fashion technology, fashion design, marketing, and retailing. So all our students will have a chance to study subjects from one of the 3 disciplines. So even though you may not be a designer, you just want to be a fashion brand marketer or retailers, but you still have a chance to learn how to design clothes and develop products. You have the technical expertise as the edge when you graduate, when you become like a marketer for a fashion brand. You have an edge to know how to develop products and how to tell whether the product is good or bad. Okay, these quality inspections and very technical knowledge, you will have all these in here. So every student, no matter which discipline you choose, you will have a chance to study all 3 types of subjects in a program. So our program is a big program. It's kind of like we have a few majors in here, but in the first 1.5 years, all students will take similar subjects, the same subjects as the foundations, and then later on, after you choose your discipline, you will have specialized subjects. Okay, I'm going to explain those subjects and those arrangements to you today to give you a better picture. So our program, I can tell you that for the fashion programs in Hong Kong, our program is the most internationalized program. We have colleagues from all over the world. We have colleagues from UK, from London College of Fashions, okay, and we have colleagues from Singapore. We have colleagues from United States, from Korea, and myself from Canada. Okay, so there's a very internationalized program that you cannot find. At least in Hong Kong. Okay, there are a few other fashion programs in Hong Kong, but we are the most internationalized one. Based on the most updated figures, we have over 1,000 students, as you can imagine, is a quite an established and large fashion school. We have students from the Bachelor of Arts, the BA students, 830, and we have MA students, the master student, and we have PhD students. Okay, some of my students, they study in ITC as the bachelor, and then later on they carry on their study in as the master, and now they become my PhD students. So it's a very if you are interested to develop your academic careers, you can go for this approach. And some of my students already become a professors in Australia and UK and other places. So we have in other words, why I'm telling you this is if you are fond of academic development and you are fond of going to work overseas, there's an avenue that you can do. Okay, so from BA, from MA, and then to PhD, and then you start your academic career. For fashion program, we definitely have some exciting events. So the most exciting event is the fashion show we host every year. And this year we will have the fashion show in July, together with the Trade Development Council, the Fashion Week, as part of a important part of the the Fashion Week in Hong Kong. So although this year is a little bit special, we are not sure how everything's going to arrange, but we have it every year. Talent students, after a few rounds of auditions and selections, the best student can have a chance to showcase the world the exciting pieces. So these are exciting, creative pieces from last year's students. Okay, and many of them have won international and local fashion competitions later on. Okay, so this is a very exciting event, and we're looking forward. If you are interested, come to visit our fashion show in July. Pay attention to how to get the tickets, and just approach us, and we will arrange for you. Okay. And we do have other than fashion show, another exciting arrangement and highlights for our program is the summer internships. Every year we arrange a lot of brands to give our students some internship positions. As you can see, you must recognize some of the major brand and retailers working with us very closely. So some of the brands you can see is not entirely fashion. For example, Shiseido is not a fashion brand. Okay, so as you know that although we are a fashion program, but why the brands related to beauties and other accessories would like to come to us, because we have students who understand trends, who understand how to make people look pretty. Okay, so this is why they need us. Okay, that's the edge that they could not find from the business school students. Okay, so we have a lot of collaborators from the industry offering summer internships. Summer internship is a very good subjects, which is credit bearing. That means you can earn credits at the same time you earn money. At the same time you earn the working experience. So that's a very good elements in our program. Okay, so we have it every year. So of course this year we also have that, although it's a little bit difficult to arrange, but we still have that despite the current pandemic. And we also arranged some offshore internships. We have students visiting Italy, Beijing, Shanghai, and China to have a chance to have an overseas working experience. And our faculty, PolyU, will also financially support the trip. So only, of course, it has to be competed, not every student, but you work hard, you got good grades, and you are participating actively. Everyone get a fair chance for these opportunities. Okay, I really hope that you can have a chance to go to these places. It's so exciting. Another possibility for you to go overseas and have some overseas experience is the exchange program. I can tell you our exchange program is one of the largest one in PolyU. We have over 100 partner institutions all over the world for you to choose. So in other words, we send students over there and they will send students to our program. So therefore, when you join ITC, you study here, you will find a lot of foreigner students because they are exchanged to Hong Kong. They're excited to live in this exciting city. Okay, and so they come here to learn in here. At the same time, we also have a very good facilities that they don't have that in their programming overseas. So in other way, they got something more in here compared to their own institutions. So if you can have a chance to go into the exchange program, you are paying PolyU's tuition fee, but you are studying in, let's say, Cornell, London College of Fashions, University of Manchester. Okay, usually they charge much higher for overseas students, but now you're paying the local Hong Kong tuition fee for the exchange, the semester that you spend in those institutions. So that's an exciting program that, and also the highlights of our programs. So every year we have over 50 students going out, okay, with a full scholarship. That means you will have scholarship support to some of your traveling expense and some of the accommodation expenses. You can also have the scholarship to cover. So definitely you will have to spend more money when you are living in the foreign city, but we also give some support to you. So that's our promise. Okay, we have a very good connection to industry, so we have quite a number of scholarships that for you to apply. We also have admission scholarship for high score students. So if your DFE score is outstanding, we are willing to give you scholarships. This is a lump sum for, of course, it's not for one student, okay? And we will give some scholarships to high performing students if you have high DSE score, okay? And you are very dedicated to the fashion industry, and you are very likely to get the scholarships that when you decided to come over, okay? Other than that, we have a lot of factory visits, recruitment talks and seminars happening every semester, so that you got a chance to see the real world, how things work in the factories, how the world-class factories is how they manage it, how they manage the people, how they manage the materials, how they manage the equipments, and how they manage the sustainability. So we have also a lot of scholarships for you to apply other than the exchange scholarships. Excuse me. We have Jockey Club also give us scholarships, and Crystal Grip is one of the our key supporters. Okay, so and they are sponsoring our students 25K every year. So if you are interested, you can take a deeper look of the details from the JUPAS program code JS3492. It is a 4 years program, and last year we have the intake of 97 students. Actually, we have 92 quotas only, but we admitted a slightly higher numbers of students because of a lot of good students are applying. We have to give more chances out, and in totally you have to finish 123 credits, and you can choose one of the 5 specialisms. Technology, it is actually covering the textiles, garment manufacturing, and how to make better fabrics. Maybe now it's a very hot topic, how to make antivirus fabrics for the facial mask. Okay, so this is one of the hot topics that belongs to these specialisms. Okay, if you are if you are interested on these kind of textile and surface technologies and material science, this specialism is for you. Another specialism is called intimate apparel and active wear. So intimate apparel is not just underwear. Okay, it's a lot more than that. Active wear, you can think of is a yoga pants, and nowadays a lot of luxury brands they actually have the product lines more with a casual and sportwear elements. So basically, every brand needs that expertise. So active wear, intimate apparel, they not only have the design components, but they also have the functional garment component in the program. It's a very specialized program, but usually our students from the intimate apparel, once they graduate, they immediately got job offer as only program that offer this kind of teaching in Hong Kong. Design is the traditional fashion design. So you learn how to develop your mood board, how to develop your whole collections is from this discipline. Knitwear design and technologies. We have a very specialized knitwear design specialism because when we talk about knitwear, you need a large scale machine for knitting machine to make the clothes. It's one of the future trends to have knitwear because it is so automated. Okay, because once you design the products, you send your design to the knitting machine, and it prints out the products. So it's the future. Okay, so that's why a lot of brands, they change the product lines to have a high percentage of knitwear products because it's easier to develop, easier to manage the inventories. Finally, we have the retail and marketing. It is the biggest specialism in our program. A lot of students graduate from this program. They will work in the marketing sector. Some of them, and most of them, will back to fashion industry, and some of them will work in marketing executives in other industry. For example, they will work in the luxury watches. Okay, they sell watches, and some of our graduates now is in charge of the Asia Pacific eyewears. Okay, for all the luxury brands. So these are potentials of each discipline. So let me get into details a little bit more. So study pattern is the first year you will go for some common subjects, and we call it DSL, discipline specialism related. And then we have GUR, which is common subjects that all PolyU students will take. And then starting from year 2, second semester, you will have subjects from the disciplines. Okay, so year 2, 3, and 4 will be discipline specialized or related subjects. So choice of specialism. So many of you may be interested on design. Okay, so we will have a drawing test later on after you apply our programs, and we will select some students to be our tentative students, okay, as the tentative design students. And you also have a chance at the end of the year 1, you can choose the design specialism, okay, and then you will go through another test to confirm if you are suitable to be a fashion designer. So to be a fashion designer, it's a slightly different from other disciplines because you need a very good skill set of drawing, okay, and you have creative mindset. So our professors will estimate which students are appropriate, okay, and suitable for the design specialisms. So, but if you're not sure, maybe after 1 year you want to change, you can go back to the other specialisms because year 1.5 are common subjects. You can still choose and change during at the end of year 1. Okay. So technology subjects are some of the technology subjects are listed here. Foundational textile, techno fashion products, fabric technologies, and there's some new subjects, so exciting. I would like to share is the last one, smart textiles for wearable applications. So when we talk about Apple Watch or sensors on your clothes that track your health, these are smart textiles and wearables. So this is the trend of the coming 10 years. There's no other programs in Hong Kong offering this kind of wearable electronics and wearables textile applications. So students from this discipline, they can learn all these latest technologies. And we have the world-class professors doing this kind of research. So that's very exciting. Intimate apparel and activewear. This is the another disciplines that I mentioned. Okay, I don't go into details. I just list in here because it's already 27 minutes. I would like to save some time for Q&A. Design, okay, the subjects for design. We have menswear design, occasional wear design, and fit solutions. Knitwear design, we have the knitwear illustrations, portfolio development, okay, and finally the retail and marketing. For the retail marketing students, this year, this program, we will have the luxury fashion, okay, which is unique for the bachelor degree program in Hong Kong. And we also have the fashion entrepreneurship management and omni-channel retailing and marketing, the O2O, online to offline, online to offline to online retail and marketing. I teach that subject, and my students have to develop an app, the mobile apps that for fashion brand. So that's a very exciting. In 10, 12 weeks, they have to develop a prototype of a mobile app that's fully playable, and that's one of the subjects that I'm teaching. And the career perspective, it will be management trainee for major brands. And you can be designers, you can be analysts, you can be social media analysts as well. So one of my students are working in London. He's a social media analyst. He graduated from the fashion retail marketing. Yeah. And many other potentials career that you can foresee from these. Okay, so this is the most important information that you are interested, the DFE score that we are expecting. And last year, the highest score is the 26, okay? And that's the highest. And the 27, okay, 26 is the year before. So we have an average 21, okay? So I hope you will apply a program, okay, if you find that's interesting to you. And there's many examples of our graduates working in different major brands or have their own brands. And this is also the most concerned figures is whether I can find a job. Well, I have checked some social media websites and people always ask, okay, after I graduate from this program, what can I do? Now I give you the figures. Most of the students after they graduate, they can find a job. Okay, although this year may be a little bit difficult, but all past years they can find a job pretty quickly, and they are working in the fashion industry or maybe in some luxury sector, and yeah, so most of them are employed immediately, and then some of them will go for further studies. Okay, as I mentioned, they study master and then do research. Okay, that's about it. Okay, and if some of you, one more point I would like to emphasize for the DSC, we look for the 5 best subjects. Okay, we do have the minimum is 3322, but the best 5 jobs we only look at the best 5 subjects. And the best 5 subjects, you can also use the apply learning. Okay, I'm not sure if any one of you in here have some applied learning subjects, and we do count it. So if you got distinction 2 of your applied learning subjects, and the applied learning subjects is included in our program, and you can ask me anytime. You can send me a message anytime to check, or our general office to check whether your applied learning subjects fits our program expectations. If you do, then if you got distinction 2, it counts 4 points. Okay, level 4. Okay, so this is quite an attractive arrangement. So is a portfolio required if applying fashion design? Yes, for the interview. Yes, they will invite students who are going to have an interviews for the fashion design specialisms this year. Yes, in about July. Okay, any other questions? Feel free to ask and type it here, as our meetings will be ended in 8 or 9 minutes. Okay. Any questions? I can answer in Cantonese, or you can type in Cantonese. It's totally fine. But in terms of presentations, I definitely prefer English. So that's why today we do it in English, and you can ask questions in Chinese or in English. Let me see your question. What can I put in the portfolio? Okay, it could be your past assignments related to visual art, anything that you have done in the visual arts, anything that you do in addition to your visual art assignment. Okay. Okay. So if you can bring along any, finished garment that you tried before, you want to show the professors, that's good. That's good as well. But usually we just need to know your drawings at this stage. Okay. And we will have a drawing test to ensure that, well, you got the skill sets that we are looking for. Marketing 係咪會分 Hello 係咪想入 marketing 嘅話係咪分會高啲啊？I'm not sure you're talking about senior year, or you are talking about the 4 years. Maybe some of you are asking about senior year. Anyone in here, Xu Wei Yip, are you asking about the senior year? 即係嗰個year 3入嚟嗰個，你係咪問緊嗰個 program？ Would the fashion show? Yeah, would the show be held before fashion show before the interview or after? Oh, good question. The fashion show, I guess, probably around the same time. It's very hard to say. Yeah, because the interview date we haven't set it yet, but it's around that the first 2 weeks in July. That's what I recall. Fashion show still have some unexpected things, because we never know that whether it is allowed to have such a big event. So we are still waiting for the government final, call and permissions. Okay. Yeah, if you are not choosing, 如果你唔揀 fashion design 係唔使 interview 嘅，我哋就睇 DSE 嘅分嘅。OK， 係啦 ，Agnes， 多謝你哋問好多問題，繼續問啦。Top 25% drawing test 會做啲乜？Drawing test, they will give you a theme. They will give you a topic, and then based on the topic, you may have time to do some research immediately within a given time, and then you will do some drawing and illustrations to demonstrate your concepts. So that's what I understand. That will be the drawing test. Okay. OK， 有幾多分唔使 interview？ 有冇話 no no there's no such thing. If you pick design fashion design as your prospective specialism, okay, then you will be invited for interview. If your DFE score, is about the minimum requirement, so we will not invite someone that who cannot fulfill the DFE requirement. So the minimum requirements from PolyU is 3322. Okay, so if you having a relatively high or around the means that we have, so the mean DSE score we have is 21 last year. So if you have around that score, very likely you'll be invited for interview. How many quota of offshore internships each year? It really depends, but 5 to 10, right? 5 to 10. Offshore to. All right. Yeah. All right. Offshore. Over. Okay. Well, that's exciting number. For the offshore internships, last year is 50. So that means 50 students going out to work out in other places. But this year, unfortunately, because of the pandemic, we cannot let students go. So this year we don't. But once things we resume, we are sending students out again. Okay. Do I need to prepare for drawing test? No. If you are if you are applying fashion marketing, you don't need to prepare portfolio. Okay. The most important thing is your DSE score. So work hard and good luck for your DSE exams. That's the most critical part. No, for DSE students, you don't have to be. If you are interested for the marketing, you don't have to interview. And not a student and without portfolio, do I still need to hand in? Then Irene, I have to ask, what is your goal, and you are trying to get into the which specialisms. So if you are not targeting the fashion design specialism, you don't need a portfolio. Interview 着咩衫比較好？你見我咁 casual，你就知啦，係咪？你唔好着到好似揾工咁就得㗎啦，唔使嘅。Be yourself. Is drawing test begin in July? Yes, drawing test will be around in July. 時裝買手讀咩課程？係咪樣樣嘢都要？唔使畫畫嘅，做時裝買手唔使畫畫嘅，你有 fashion sense 就得㗎啦。同埋要計數嘅，做買手。做買手咧，你唔識計數會買錯貨，會蝕錢嘅。所以咧，你要fashion buying 個科咧就會教你哋點樣買到唔好蝕錢，係買到賺錢嘅，同埋點樣捕捉嗰個 trend 咯嚇。如果唔揀 fashion design 想揀 marketing DSE 分數冇啊，一樣嘅啫嚇。我哋 design 同 marketing， 我哋 DSE 分數都係一樣咁樣，一視同仁嘅。When can we choose our? 你報咗the program. After you pick our program in your JUPAS, Band A, first choice, okay, we will definitely invite you to choose the specialisms. So that's how, and then we will send you, because the JUPAS applications, your application will pass to us, and then we will have your contact. We will send you email to ask you to choose the specialisms later on.